All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to TurkBride.tv for tonight's football matchup between the hometown Sultan Turks and the visiting Cedar Park Christian Eagles. My name is Dan Baller. I'm joined by my co-host Brian Atkinson here on the broadcast. Brian, how are you tonight?
Hashtag Turks first.
Hashtag Turks first. There we go.
Let's rock and roll. It's time for some Sultan Turk football.
Now it is. We want to be sure. I was a little confused. It is Thursday night tonight. Typically we come to you on Friday nights, but it is a Thursday tonight.
It is Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Happy Thursday it is. And again, I won't go into all the details why we're here on a Thursday night versus a Friday night, but we're here. All right. So suffice to say, we have a football game and we're ready to play football.
Well, depending on how the game goes, we might have time to talk about why we're here on a Thursday night.
We might have.
Absolutely.
We might have. And leading into that tonight, again, let's talk a little bit about the matchup that we have. The visitors, the Cedar Park Christian Eagles, coming in, leading the conference with a 4-0 league record, 6-1 overall. They're riding high right now, Brian. They definitely are the class of the league this season. And then Turks, you know, it's been a tough season so far, and they've been a little. The last time we were here, we had a disappointing outing against Granite Falls, and since then they went to Kings, North Seattle, Shoreline area last weekend or last Friday night. The outcome was not what we were hoping for there.
You know, last week the game was a tale of two halves.
Is that right? Did you go to the game, or you watched it?
No, I mean the game against Granite Falls.
Oh, Granite Falls.
It was a tale of two halves. I mean, it was a great first half, and then the last minute and a half of the first half, the wheels started coming off. It just snowballed for the Turks, and you know, injuries and players out, and we just didn't.
And they just found that they exploited some weaknesses. They exploited some weaknesses, and they just really made the most of it. So, but anyway. So tonight, like I said, again, we've got the first place Eagles coming in on senior night 2018. We've got 4 seniors, and we're getting ready to recognize those, and their parents will be coming out on the field here in just a couple of minutes. So that's why we're joining you just a little bit earlier than usual, because we do want to recognize our Turk seniors here tonight for senior night 2018. Brian, thoughts, keys of the game tonight, things the Turks need to do to try to keep this one close and maybe steal one tonight.
Well, one thing I can tell you about Coach Butcheroff's teams, they are well coached.
Mm-hmm.
They are well disciplined. Their offenses utilizes a lot of they build off the plays that they run. Mm-hmm. And you have to, on defense, you have to stay home and you have to do your job.
Correct.
Okay. The key to the Turks is all going to be on the defensive side of the ball and being able to run the football. You know,
I think you're right. They need to control the clock a little bit and not give the Eagles as many offensive opportunities as limit those.
I think the Turks need to shorten the game by running the ball, and if they can, you know, sustain some long drives and shorten the clock, hope for and cause a couple of turnovers, the Turks are going to have a chance to be competitive and have a chance to steal one from Cedar Park.
Yeah, and I think that is, you know, the Turks are coming into this, unfortunately, a home game, but as the underdog, rightfully so. Cedar Park's had a very successful season thus far, so the Turks, I know, would really like nothing more than to finish up this season with a win and heading into next season with something positive to build on. So senior night.
Senior night, you know. Now, Dan.
Yes.
You played football, right?
Oh yes, 4 years.
Absolutely.
Varsity starter for 4 years.
Okay. Well, my varsity experience was not as extensive as yours, but I did letter. You know, I did letter a couple years,
right.
And I played for 2 different high schools. I played for Ballard High School in Seattle, and I played for Bothell High School.
The Beeves and the Cougars.
The Bees and the Cougars.
The Bees and the Cougars.
And
I played for the Mighty Cardinals of Ording High School.
I barely came off the field my sophomore year, but we were a little low on numbers, so I got lots and lots of experience. And then,
There you go.
But my favorite thing in high school,
Yes.
my absolute favorite thing in high school was Friday Night Lights.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it beat basketball, it beat swimming, it beat baseball. I loved being there. Even if I wasn't, I would beg to be able to suit up for games as a freshman and as a junior when I was having a hard time.
Yeah, I mean, it's
to play.
Football is just a different animal than other sports. From the standpoint is you have one game a week. Every other sport, you do typically more than one contest per week. But football, it's one contest per week. It's on Friday night. It's every night for 8 straight weeks, and then you're done. And unless you make it to the playoffs. All right, Obed Cushing, the first senior.
Obed Cushing. I mean, I've been watching him play football, and he was in cross country in middle school with my senior boy, who is a cross country runner.
There you go.
And nice young man, and
we wish him the best in his future endeavors.
Absolutely.
Obed Cushing.
And your seniors are such an important part of passing the traditions on. And at the beginning of the season, these young players rely on these seniors to, especially the freshmen. They really rely on these seniors to show them the path, show them the way to be a student athlete.
Right. Noah Thielen is our second Turks senior being recognized tonight. And next up is Jack Hamilton. So speaking of that, we'll have sports coming up. We got winter sports just right around the corner, Brian. Oh man, look at you, perked up. His ears just perked up.
Did you say wrestling?
Wrestling?
Wrestling? Basketball? Basketball coming up? And hopefully I'll be able to do some basketball games with you this year, Dan.
Yes, that's great.
And I look forward to it. I'll be on a limited schedule again this year for basketball
and
games.
My schedule was limited last year as well too. It was kind of a tough year, so we didn't really get an opportunity to work together last year.
But the cool thing is that we have, there's you, and there's Jen Moon, and there's myself, and
correct.
I think between the three of us we can.
The lovely and talented Jen Moon fills in our absence.
Absolutely,
absolutely. And Jensen Webster.
Oh, perfect name for a quarterback.
Our fourth and final senior being recognized here tonight.
And I'll just say it right now, he's my team MVP for the year this year. He had to step up to be a quarterback this year.
Right.
And there was a noticeable drop-off in the execution when he left the game.
Right.
And he was a difference maker for the Turks this year.
And he's put in a gutty performance. I mean, he's been knocked out of a couple of games, been banged up, and just keeps coming back. Keeps coming back for more.
Oh, I know. I look forward to to Sunday mornings where I go to church and I send my wife in to talk to his mom and find out what's going on.
Gotcha.
Get the scoop on him. So,
speaking of family, I saw your eldest daughter just a bit ago. I told her I was coming to see Dad and spend some time with Dad.
All right. Well, hey, you know what? We are going to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes, we are. Very good. We'll be right back with you.
As the music done by the world-famous Sultan Turk Marching Band.
There you go.
Please rise as the Sultan Turk Band performs our national anthem.
All right, yes, the award-winning accolades of the Sultan High School band playing our national anthem here. So, as I glance out on the field, Brian, something we haven't seen in a few weeks is rain. It's been a beautiful October's been absolutely gorgeous with the sunshine.
What did we do? I mean, we did have some lightning and some rain in one of our games this year.
Yes, we did. But then we've had a real nice stretch of weather. But tonight it is raining fairly steady. I would call that heavy drizzle, basically going on out there. So we'll see how that plays into tonight as far as hanging on to the football and turnovers and so on and so forth. But anyway, we are about ready. We're going to get started. Teams are going to take the field, line up, and we will be underway here in just a moment on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics.
Well, and just I don't think there's a JV game on Monday, so everybody's available to play today.
Everybody
play today.
Yeah, let's just go out with a bang. Let's get everybody some time, get them on the field.
Well, experience is just such a important part of what goes on out here.
It is. You know, and in a small school where your numbers are limited, you really need student athletes that can play multiple positions that you can plug in where you need them if an injury should occur.
Oh, I've had that conversation dozens of times with different kids. You know, they need you out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to play.
Yeah.
I don't want to play.
It's frustrating.
It is frustrating. You know, it happened in my own family. It's like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, when you see a student athlete or a student that could be an athlete if they wanted to be, and then choose not to, that is not only for them, I feel badly for them as a person that doesn't give them an opportunity to grow and experience that, but also for their school. It makes it tough. You know what?
I would rather go out and have a football game and lose than not have one at all.
Yep.
To me, it's one of the great American institutions. Windmill Espresso kickoff coming right up.
There you
Michael Moss ready for the kickoff.
And we are underway. Nice kickoff by Moss down the right side. Bounces over the head of the Eagles player. Retreats to the goal line, picks it up, turns it out, number 20.
Nice job, Mr. Moss.
Breaks a tackle and gets back to the 20-yard line. So lots of running around backwards and forwards, and he bends up at the 20. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Well, we'd like to welcome those of you that joined us here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. I see we have 10 with us here tonight. Again, Thursday night. I have a feeling, my prediction, our numbers are going to be down tonight, Brian, because people just aren't thinking about us on Thursday nights. Aren't thinking about us on Thursday night.
But hey, if you're here and you're watching from the opposing team, hey, welcome to the broadcast. We are glad you were here.
We welcome all. My esteemed colleague here is not shy about putting his Turks First moniker on things, but we welcome all that come, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast just as much as we enjoy bringing it to you here tonight.
Hashtag Turks First.
All right, this first chance to see the Eagles. They're going to line up in a shotgun formation, split backs. Oh, that's a direct snap there to the halfback. Breaks a tackle, cuts back, breaks another tackle, breaks the third tackle. 4th guy gets him down after a gain of about 19. Wow.
Zane Saylor is the one. Zane Saylor is the one that finally brought him down after a host of Turks.
Three opportunities. Three were unable to bring him down, and finally the 4th one.
I counted more than 3.
You count? Well, I was being generous. It was probably more than 3, but I saw 3 for sure.
Okay, under center now. Oh, running back goes back.
Well, hand off. Halfback on the right side, stacked up after a short game, about 2, maybe 3.
Host of Turks on that. I believe that was Jensen Lavering for the Eagles. And then looks like Deegan. I can't say that last name. Can you? Sigi?
Well, let me get I gotta get my glasses on here. Get my roster opened up to the right page. You're catching me on production.
It's a good thing we don't get paid for knowing these kids' names.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And we do apologize to any of our opposing fans if we mispronounce your child's name. It is not purposeful. Under center. Hand off on the right side again. The number 5 breaks the tackle and scoots up close to the first down.
That's
just shy.
Luke Lampy. Luke
Lampy, a 6 foot, 180-pound senior.
You betcha. Now the big third down coming. Of course, they're all big plays. They're all big. This is typical.
3rd and 1.
This is typical Coach Butcheroff's offense. There, you see the misdirection, and each play, lines up to start the other one. Oh, the ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground, but recovered by the Eagles. So it's going to be fourth down. It forces a 4th and about a long 2, maybe 3, 2.5. About 2.5, 4th and 2.5, and I have a feeling they're going to go for it here, Brian.
Oh, why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't you?
Jensen Webster's playing that right corner. It looks like Riley Rudolfo is over there on the left corner.
Hand off on the right side, breaks through, breaks another tackle, still on his feet. He's making his rush to the goal line here. Breaks another tackle and knocked out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. Wow. So, Brian, what I'm struck with thus far is those running backs are bouncing off these tackles. We got to wrap up, and they just do not go down easily. Even though they're not really extremely physically sized, they're definitely very elusive and difficult to tackle. So the Turks have their backs against the wall right here early on in the first period. Ball sits at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for the Eagles.
Welcome to the Brookgrass, Doug Dalton from Battleground. That was a great kickoff executed by Michael Moss.
Whistled before the snap.
Procedure penalty.
And as the rain continues to fall here at Sultan High School.
Offside defense. Oh, my goodness.
Half the distance. Well, it only costs you a yard, I guess. That's the bright side on that one. Just over 9 minutes remaining here in the first. For those of you just joining us, no score. But the Eagles are threatening with a 1st and goal from the Turks 1. And off of the left side and in for a score. So the Eagles on their first drive, just over 3 minutes and 15 seconds to drive from the 20, 80 yards for a score.
The Turks had their chance. They almost caused a turnover. They had them 4th and 4, and it just.
But thus far, Cedar Park has yet to throw a pass. It's been run, and I guess unless you stop it, until they show you can stop it, they're going to keep doing it. So they'll probably see more running. Especially on a night like tonight, that's why we talked about the weather a little bit. It makes catching the ball harder.
And you'll see them alternate between running the ball up the middle and off that off-tackle veer offense that he runs.
They really like to. They've shown that propensity to run off right tackle is where the majority of their plays have been.
Well, it's the same offense he ran when he coached at Bellevue, and got to see that. It's the same offense that one of the things that he did, Coach Butcheroff did when he was coaching in Bellevue, was he got all of the junior teams, the 8, 9-year-olds, the 11, 12-year-olds, all the way through until they fed into the high school. They all ran the same offense and all had the same terminology.
Right, and that's very helpful. That makes that transition so much easier when they do get up to the high school level. All right, so we're going to get an opportunity for the Turks to have the ball for the first time here coming up.
Looks like we're having some battery issues going on with our. Well, hey, K Glory, thank you for subscribing to TurkPride.tv. Yeah. And hey, we got 18 people on the docket. We'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from? Who's your player? We'd love to hear from you.
Near or far, we'd love to hear from you here on TurkPride.tv.
Go in and make your comments there on the YouTube channel, and might even give you a shout out on the air. And
So Brian, how many Twitter followers are you up to now?
well, let's check. Look,
let's check it.
And if we're running short on things to talk about,
Well, not yet, but
no,
just hold that thought. Keep it on the side.
We have a windmill espresso kickoff.
Yeah, there we go.
Here.
And the kick is deep. Retreating. Turk player fields it cleanly at the 10 and moves forward to the 25-yard line where he's dropped. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Turks.
Hey, that's none other than Ty Wagner on the return.
Ty Wagner. All righty. Jensen Webster leads his Turks teammates out there onto the field. And so we have first time seeing them.
Well, we do have a question. Why are we playing on Thursday night? We'll go over that. But there's playoff scenarios for both teams at stake.
Playoffs? Playoffs?
We just want to win a game. Yeah.
We just want to win another game.
All right, but there are playoff scenarios where we might have either one of these teams or both of these teams.
And I heard it had something to do with soccer also too,
Yeah.
and a field availability and things like that.
Either one of these teams could have a game on Saturday or both. It just depends on how things shake out. So you can't play back to back, but you can have a day in between.
Right. Oh, that was dangerous right there.
Yeah. Well, that
was close to a fumble. But anyway, incomplete. Bring up 2nd 10 for the Turks from their own 25-yard line. We don't know all the scenarios, but that's what could happen. Webster hands off up the middle, hit almost immediately and pushed backwards. And Ian Fleming on the carry. Turks run 2 plays now. And minus 1 yard on it. 3rd and 11. We've got 8:15 left to go here in this first quarter. I see where he could go with that. And Webster puts it. Ooh, intercepted? Yes, intercepted. I think Webster threw it in a good spot. It's just there was a miscommunication. Receiver did not turn around and look for the ball. He was going on a fly pattern down the field. And unfortunately, there was 3 defenders there that read that very well, and one of them came up with the ball. Hello, Pops Wright. Pops Wright's on the broadcast watching his son coach tonight. Welcome to the broadcast. Watching the Turks. All right, Cedar Park going to take over on the Turks' 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Just under 8 minutes remaining here in the first. Eagles lead the Turks 7-0. And we got a timeout, Cedar Park. All right, Brian, we got some sponsors that we'd like to recognize here. Oh, absolutely. On TurkPride.tv. We love our sponsors. We love our sponsors. We love our sponsors. So let's give them some props. Maybe as well. I've already given a shout out to Windmill Espresso. Now you gave them double credit because you gave them credit for the opponent's kickoff also too. Which to me is just a Windmill Espresso kickoff. It's a kickoff, whether it's home game or the other team. And hey, while we're talking about our sponsors, so I was searching through the best unknown burger joints in the state of Washington the other day. Yes. And rising into the top 10 is Vic's Burger Shack. Really? One of the sponsors here on TurkPride.tv. They are indeed. So are you the roving correspondent testing all the burger restaurants to determine who's in the top 10? Oh, what a great job. I wish it was me. All right. Well, we're back out. We're back at it. Let's get back to action here. But good congratulations to Vic's Burger Shack for the big shout out there. Yeah, well deserved. They have very tasty burgers down there. Oh. That's on the Turks. That is number 59. Jumps over. Hashtag Turks first. I can't disagree with the penalty, though. Chaz Bush. Well, lots of game experience happening tonight. Yeah, it might be some numbers that we haven't seen before too often. I had to look on my program to find that one.
And that's just because I haven't seen a whole lot of the younger kids play, but they're out there today.
1st and 5 for the Eagles. Back to pass, a little pressure. He takes a shot as he lets it go. And touchdown. Wow, nice ball. Nice ball thrown by the quarterback and connecting with the receiver. 40-yard TD reception, and just that quick, the Eagles go up 13-0.
Well, they got a kicker. I think he can get hit from 45.
So when we talk about, oh, they've only run. Just like you said, Brian. Then they threw the deep ball, and boy, they hit it.
They suck you up. They run,
Yep.
and then they go boom. And just the same thing you saw the Bellevue teams do.
And the quarterback delivered under pressure. I mean, he got hit just as he let go of that ball. So the young man hung in there right till the end.
They had a blitz on too, and
Yep.
he beat that blitz.
Oh, mishandled snap. And it's quarterback's running around. A little shovel pass to number 3, and no. Turks
Hey, a
stop.
little positive.
Hey, there we go. All right.
Yeah.
And it stays as 13-0 here with 7:46 remaining in the first.
So speaking of social media and things that pop up on your social media,
Yes.
the other day I was on my social media account and somebody was eating a stuff your belly omelet from Mountain View Diner.
Very good. Those are good.
Yeah, it's 8 eggs and oh my goodness, it's so good. When my wife leaves town, guess where I go?
That's what you're saying. But, she might be listening to the broadcast.
I doubt it.
Okay. She's like, I have to listen to you when you're at home. Why would I log in and listen to you when you're not at home, right?
Okay, well,
much.
we're just going to leave. In the case that she is listening, I won't say anything.
My wife's not listening
But
either.
she-
So,
in the case that she might be listening, I won't say anything like she doesn't even listen to me at home, too.
So wives have better things to do than to listen to us.
That is
while
correct.
we're not home. Let's put it that way. All right.
Okay, next break in the action, you're going to see the no error. We're going to be fixing some technical difficulties that we're having tonight.
Yeah, I've noticed here we got the
What
stream
happened
up
to our
live.
7 and 8 producers?
Yeah, I know. Last week they were all standing around. There wasn't enough to keep them busy, and tonight they're short-handed tonight.
Jason, that's quite all right. But my son pops in. He's listening, and he's going to tell my wife what I just said.
Jason,
So,
you're in trouble. Jason Atkinson,
No.
producer extraordinaire.
if I had a doghouse, I'd be sleeping in it tonight. Come on, Ty Wagner.
Ty Wagner to the 25.
Hey, look, Derek Bargman is here.
Well, we appreciate all of you that found us on Thursday night.
Yeah, all the way from Nebraska. Hello, Derek. Good to see you back on the broadcast tonight.
Because tonight we're competing with Thursday night football. Pro football's on tonight.
Home of Burke, Briggs, and Boston. That's the new baby.
The triple Bs.
The triple Bs, yep.
Now, they're not Red Sox fans, are they? Because I'm a Dodgers fan. The Dodgers are
That's
down 2.
just not.
The Dodgers
good
are down
stuff.
2-0.
Oh, why would you put your head in there? Sorry.
My Dodgers are down 2-0 against the Red Sox. So
Yes, they are.
been a good series though so far. Been very competitive games.
And 2 of my favorite teams, other than the Mariners, are playing in the World Series right now.
That's right.
So
I had that on the other night.
I got all the names right, Derek said.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you betcha.
All right. 2nd and 10 for the Turks. Still at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. And it's the throw.
Rodolfo gets underneath it.
Riley Rodolfo. And he's got 2 men to beat, and they catch him, but not after a monster gain down to the 18-yard line. Woo-hoo.
Flawless execution.
Yes, Rodolfo. Just the timing was fantastic there. Jensen Webster to Riley Rodolfo for a huge completion, moving the ball all the way down to the Cedar Park, about 17-yard line, 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Turks. That energized this crowd, Brian. That got them on their feet, man. Got you on your feet, too.
Got me on my feet.
Got you on your
I got a pole in my way.
Brian's standing up. Ian Fleming breaks the tackle. He's down to about the Aiden Fleming about to 13. 2nd and 5. Nice game by Fleming.
So just like that, little quick momentum shift. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Yep, Turks got to capitalize here, get something to build on, because thus far they have struggled defensively. So they gotta, offense has got to help them out. Offside.
That's gonna be on. That's gonna give them it'll probably be like 2nd and half a yard coming up. So. All right, so. Oh, 1st and goal. That gave him the 1st down. Oh.
First and 8 from the 8. 1st and goal.
Gain probably about 2. We've got 5:48 left to go here in this 1st quarter. Turks are in the red zone, threatening.
Yes, they are. Excellent opportunity to get some points on the board here for the Turks. Trailing right now 13-0.
Look for a Rodolfo pass here. Oh no!
Webster keeps it, bounces off one tackler and gets hit by several other Eagles and dropped for a loss.
Well, I just think it's really important that the Turks come. I mean, it's always important you come away with points, but we need points here.
Yes, they don't want to squander what was a fantastic offensive play there, that completion to Rodolfo, and come away with nothing here, or even have to come away even with trying for 3. They want 6.
And that pass was good. That was a good pattern and a nice throw.
Rolling, Webster rolling to his left, complete.
Oh, that's
short of the goal line, well short of the goal line.
Now it's 4th and 5, so you have to decide if you're going to kick a field goal here, or are you going to go for it? I'm sure the kids want to go for it.
Field conditions are obviously wet. We're getting some steady drizzle out there right now, so not ideal conditions to be trying to kick the ball.
No, it's not ideal conditions to be trying to throw the ball either.
No,
so
it
it's
isn't.
time for a timeout here.
Timeout. All right, with the score, 13-0, Cedar Park.
Hey, if you have problems with your computer, we have the place for you to go.
Where is that, Ryan?
PC Search and Rescue 911. Locally owned, knowledgeable, affordable, and dependable computer repair services.
That's Bob Beeman's place.
That's
right?
Bob Beeman's
That's
place,
Bob Beeman.
serving Sultan, Startup, Gold Bar, Monroe, and Index. House calls, in-shop, and anywhere in the USA by remote login.
Wow.
When you need help fast, call Bob Beeman. This is who Diamond Dave Moon recommends.
Diamond Dave Moon, producer extraordinaire. When he is stumped or needs help, this is who he calls. Who are you going to call? Kind of like Ghostbusters, right?
Fourth and 6, and your execution on offense, you've had 2 positive plays so far. Or 3 positive plays.
Oh, we're going to kick?
No, we're going to kick the field goal.
All right,
here.
so they thought about it. They're going to.
So Michael Moss is ready to go.
I mean, 4th and 6 is a bit of a stretch there. So Moss is going to line up.
Looks like to be about a 23-yard.
23-yarder attempt, looks like.
For Michael Moss, who hit from 37 earlier this year, so he's got the distance.
Sets down, up, kick in. It looks.
He missed it just wide left.
Left, just a little left. All right, that's too bad. So the score remains 13-0 here. 4:18 remaining in the first quarter. And Cedar Park obviously will take over deep in their own end zone, or deep in their own end, I should say. And they'll have a long ways to go.
Just a reminder to those that are making comments on our chat board, we have the ability to go in and and ban you for comment. So please be kind.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
So I wonder what they're going to do here with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in this first quarter.
Yeah, shotgun
Go back to
formation.
throw
Quarterback
again.
going deep. Oh, that's a wow. That thing's got a lot of air underneath it.
Oh,
we got a penalty
He's
flag.
going to get called for that because he hit him. If he would have, he hit him before the ball got there.
That ball just hung up in the air forever. That was just a sky-high pass. Pass interference again against the Turks. And that's going to... Yeah, ball hung up there just way too long. The DB got it twisted around a little bit.
No, that's too bad. I mean, he had it well defended, and he wasn't really going to catch that.
All right. Puts the ball at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Quarterback under center, split backs, hands up the middle, and
Host the Turks.
Turks read it well. No gain on that.
Hey, where are you watching the game from? We'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from? Who's your player? We'd love to hear from you on the chat room.
We have 24 that found us tonight. That's better than I expected.
Huh? Yeah, we're at 24. Of course, I think 5 of them are from my family. I'm just kidding.
Everybody log
I
on
think
it.
I only have one.
Everybody log in on a different device, right? To get those numbers up there, right? Hand off on the right side or the right tackle, and stopped almost immediately. Short gain.
Yeah, every computer in my house and Xbox and TV is all on YouTube right now.
That's right. Got to get those numbers up.
Yeah, well, got to do that when I got to have those numbers up for my contract for next year, Dan.
Yeah, are you up for renegotiation again? Oh my goodness. Well, folks, we'd like to say it's been nice broadcasting here with you. I won't be able to afford to carry on the broadcast starting next year when Brian renegotiates with Diamond Dave Moon on his
0 times 0
contract.
is 0.
Hand off on the left side, breaks a tackle into the second layer, still on his feet. Ooh, and surges forward very
It's
close.
Be just short.
Just short, but
about
good,
the length of the football, depending on where his foot goes.
Good second effort by that young man, and got out close. Yeah.
Oh, how can you not go for that?
Yeah,
there?
4th and about a half a yard.
Well, you're going to have to stack. You're just going to have to stack that middle.
And thus far, the Eagles really haven't done anything that spectacular as far as their play calling. Just very, this basic hard-nosed football, running the ball off tackle left, off tackle right, and then sprinkling in that big pass. There you go, off tackle left, and he's going to go all the way. Number 20, nobody's going to catch that young man. Webster gives a good effort and hustle to catch him, but to no avail. That's Brandon Parrish, 56 yards to the house. And makes it 19-0 Cedar Park. Still 2 minutes, just a little over 2 minutes remaining in the first. That young man, once he made through that second level, he was off to the races.
Well, they've been running up the middle and to the right, and throwing the ball deep, and then all of a sudden, boom, we come to the left.
This is just pretty basic stuff, though. I mean, this is off tackle right, off tackle left. PAT upcoming. Oh, another bad snap. The second one in a row. And the quarterback scrambling, stops, throws.
I think that was planned. I really do. I'm going to watch this. I think that was planned.
That was 2 in a row now. Last time they had a hard time with that exchange. And the ball kind of bounced. I mean, it didn't even make it to the shoulder.
You're right. It was the snap.
The snap was just poor. It bounced to him.
And they still almost got it.
No good. 19 score holds now at 19-0. As the rain picks up in intensity a bit. Feels like a typical October evening.
While we wait for the Windmill Espresso kickoff,
That's right. They get double credit. Right?
we can talk World Series baseball for just a moment.
We could. Like I said, my Dodgers, I'm hopeful they're heading back to Chavez Ravine for 3 games. Games 3, 4, and 5.
So,
And then, if necessary, back to Fenway for
so
game
in the
6
last
and
game,
7.
in the last game, the 2 runs that they scored to win the game that Boston scored, the left fielder was playing 17 feet further back than a normal player would in Boston, and that just barely dropped in front of him.
Yeah,
If he's up where he needs to be,
he'd have made that catch.
he makes the catch.
He makes the catch. You know, and as those of you that watch baseball, I'm not a huge baseball fan, but Fenway Park is obviously a very uniquely shaped field.
100 years old.
Yeah, very uniquely shaped with that green monster out there and left, and it makes playing outfield different. It's something that the Dodgers, obviously being in the National League, don't get a chance to do every year. So, and the kickoff is away, and nice kick. It's fielded. Oh,
Get the
touch,
ball.
got to get it. Got to get on that. Oh, it's still bobbling it. It finally fields it. And running forward past the 10, out to the 15, and drops at the 15.
Boy, I'll tell you, that was a hot potato there for a moment.
Yep.
He made a good job of recovering and
I
getting.
think the wet ball definitely you could see was playing issue there and trying to get the handle on that. All right, Turks are going to be on offense again. 1st and 10 on their own 15-yard line.
Hey, you hungry on your way home? Going through Gold Bar? Live in Gold Bar and eat some pizza? Where do you go?
Rico's Pizza.
Be sure you.
We know that place, right?
Yes, we do.
We take a left and go home every
Go by
night.
it
All right?
every
Every night. And off on the left side for the Turks. And nice game, but then stacked up after a gain of about 6, looks like.
Aiden Fleming right, Aiden Fleming left.
Aiden Fleming right. Fleming
That seems
left.
to be on the game plan tonight.
I think Mr. Fleming is going to get plenty of work tonight. 2nd and 5, courtesy of Mr. Fleming for the Turks. And the rain continues to fall here at Sultan High School.
Good, almost 6-yard gain on that one.
Now, Brian, a little later tonight, we'll ask you to maybe give us a season preview of the wrestling team, what you're thinking that we're going to see from the Sultan High School Turks wrestling squad this year.
When we're out there, we do have some very strong returners, and we have some hopeful returners coming in.
Yeah.
Some people stepping up into varsity spots that have never been there before, and it should be not a whole lot of freshmen coming in, but I think it'll be another North Sound League undefeated season, dual season for the Turks.
You know, that's kind of something we're getting used to. We're getting used to here at Sultan High School is excellence on the wrestling mat. But anyway, we're talking football here tonight. 37 seconds. Clock still runs here in the first quarter. And I think we'll get one more play off, and then they'll switch sides. And stacked up.
I like that play.
4th and 3 for the Turks. And I think here you got to punt this deep in your own end. And that will run out the first period.
That'll be the end of the first period. Yep.
With the Turks trailing 19-0 here against the Cedar Park Eagles. I have to remind myself, even though Cedar Park has gold as one of their school colors, they're not the Golden Eagles, they're just the Eagles. I always want to call them the Golden Eagles, but that's not correct. Again, for those of you that didn't hear on our opening comments here coming in the game, Cedar Park comes in this undefeated in league, 4-0, 6-1 overall. So they definitely are the top team, in this conference.
Who did they play outside the conference?
Blaine. First game of the season, they lost to Blaine, and they have not lost since.
Oh my goodness! What a way to schedule the beginning of your season. Go up north to Blaine.
Yeah, go to Blaine. They lost a close game to Blaine, and then they have been victorious thereafter. So they're really on a roll, riding in a 6-game win streak coming in here to Sultan High School. Turks have lost their last 2 in a row since their victory, their one lone victory, league victory against Coopville. Diamond Dave Boone, producer extraordinaire, is going to jump on the headset here. We'll talk to David. David, we've been noticing some technical difficulties tonight.
So I actually just came in here to tell you to expect a PO coming across your desk to buy a new streaming computer. I would say laptop, but I know that's a sore subject with you right now.
Didn't we acquire one of those not too many years ago, David? Huh? Oh, I'll tell you. All right, Cedar Park. All right, excuse me. The Turks have the ball. I apologize. They're going to be back in punting formation. Cedar Park will have the ball here in just a moment. I'll try to draw them off sides. They hold, and they're going to go ahead and kick away. Yeah, it's a good kick. It's going to get a nice little run, and they're going to back away
gets
from
a couple of good Turk bounces there.
And down at the 32, 33. So, David, what's going on? In layman's terms, not techno babble, all right?
Oh boy, we're what's going on? We're overtaxing our equipment.
Overtaxing.
I'm all excited about HD, but we're not quite cutting it.
Is it Brian's fault?
It's that big contract.
It's that
0 times 0 is 0.
We've already told our viewers that this might be our last broadcast because you're renegotiating with Brian, and we may not have any money for.
Hey, wait a minute. I write you a check every year for doing this.
You write me a check?
Yes.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Hold that thought, all right?
Yeah,
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Back to pass. Throws the ball up. Hangs it up there. It's
Almost got
both
it.
of them going for it, but both of them look back, so no interference. Nice defensive play. So, yeah, Brian, we told Brian he has every member of his family on a different device logged in to YouTube to get our numbers up.
As I told him,
Tablets, Xbox, computers.
I see our numbers climbed there a second ago. They kind of bounced.
They did. They climbed. So you're saying we need a streaming computer?
Yeah.
Is a desktop in the future on that, or does it have to be a laptop?
Well,
Carrying around a little easier with a laptop.
we have so many venues that we have to stream from.
And off on the left side, short gain. But
When we get our press box, it'll be a desktop, and I could build a desktop for a fraction of the cost of that.
So I wasn't going to say anything, Dave. You said something. I wasn't going to say anything.
You brought up this mythical press box.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, mythical creatures. Dan sent me a whole list of
this is
mythical
like
creatures
it's like a
today.
unicorn.
A unicorn, the Yeti, and our dedicated press box.
I think for Dave, it's the white whale.
I think you're right.
I think it is. Those are the main things: unicorns, Yetis, and our dedicated press
But
box.
he's already told me that it's going to be the Atkinson Broadcasting Center.
Ooh. Interesting.
Memorial.
I don't plan
Back
on.
to pass. Throw is
Crooked
deep.
knee. Oh, boy.
Deep. Oh, connected. Right on the spot.
No.
Oh, breaks the tackle. One of the Turk players falls over one of his teammates, and they're in to score. 20. Petra, 66-yard touchdown. Man, Brian, when they've gone up in the air, they have thrown it deep and been very effective. Wow. All right, so that makes it 25-0 here. 10:47 still remaining until halftime with the PAT upcoming. So let's see. Cedar Park thus far has been unsuccessful in the two. They haven't been able to get the snap back to the holder. Let's see what happens here. The quarterback is the holder.
So while we wait for the extra point here, then we can ask a question.
Set. Oh, he did get it, not very cleanly, but was able to get it down, and the PAT is up and good. So it's 26-0 Cedar Park over the hometown Turks. Brian, you were saying?
So what do we got coming up? We have soccer coming up on Saturday.
We do. Unfortunately, the Turks didn't make the cut on that one.
So we're hosting the district soccer tournament.
We are.
And unfortunately, it's my weekend to work at the at the major aerospace company that we have.
It starts with a B.
It starts with a B.
And ends with Owing.
Yeah, and I'll be there all day.
Oh, there you go.
I will be sneaking across to the finals, or to the cross country finals for the region.
Did you buy everybody pizza tonight?
No, I didn't buy everybody pizza tonight.
You don't ever bring us pizza. You know, where's our pizza, Brian? Come on. You're killing me here.
I can order a pizza and have it sent to your house.
Well, there you go. From Rico's Pizza.
Yeah, but I won't. You can pay for it.
Have 10.
You'll order it for me, but you won't pay for it, right?
He said his name was Dan, and he was going to pay for it when he got here.
That's right.
The ultimate prank from the 70s, you know, order a
Of
pizza and have
course.
it sent to somebody's house.
Yep. No, I hear you.
All right, Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up.
Yes, it is.
Well, we've got, and coming up, we've got other things going on, but Ty Wagner is still deep for the Turks.
All right. And the kick is away.
Oh, let that go out of bounds, young man.
And he gets it. And still on his feet, and dropped. At the 15-yard line. So the Turks take over again, not with the greatest field position.
Yeah.
They've had some tough starting spots.
So winter's coming up for TurkPride.tv. We'll have basketball coming up. Boys and girls basketball.
And wrestling.
Wrestling. I don't know what the wrestling. Well, I'm sorry I missed talking to you when you were here, Doug Dalton.
We'll get those dates, and we'll be, like I said, now there's about a week break between
About
winter,
2 weeks.
fall.
Yeah, I think we got about
or
2.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
About
Yeah.
2.5 because they got to get their 10 practices in.
Right.
I'm not
So we're
quite
looking-
sure how many home meets, but we
We're
will.
looking middle of November.
First Saturday in December, of course, or in January is my favorite wrestling day of the year. None other than the Sky Valley Invitational.
Yes. And he'll be broadcasting for 16 consecutive hours or something like that.
However long it takes to get to the bottom.
Brian will be on the air on TurkPride.tv. He'll be
And-
starting at 4 a.m. and will not be done until midnight.
And this,
right?
it's kind of, we got play
And at
coming
the
up
end,
here.
he'll sound like this.
Well, absolutely. That's happened a few times. But, this year's special to me. My youngest boy is a senior this year.
That's cool.
Is going to try to make another run at going to regionals. And
Roll out
maybe-
to the
maybe
left.
punch his
Jensen
ticket
Webster
to state.
stops, throws across his body. And just off the fingertips of his intended receiver. And brings up 2nd and 10.
So thank you for your kind words, Doug Dalton. And if you ever want to get rid of that 55-inch TV, you can donate it to me. No, I'm kidding.
The Brian Atkinson Memorial Broadcast Booth.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll sell you the naming rights, Brian. We gladly put your name on there for
It doesn't have to be Memorial.
a sizable donation every year. All right, shotgun formation. Webster, handoff up the middle, and after a short gain stacked up by a whole host of Eagles. So yes, Dave, we're very much looking forward to next season when we can have our dedicated press booth, right? Or maybe softball.
By the second game.
Maybe softball.
Haven't we been
second
talking
game.
about it for 4 years?
Probably pretty close.
We're
Pretty
wrapping
close.
up the third football season.
Yeah. Like I said,
Or is this the fourth football season?
I think it's the abominable snowman of Sultan is what it is. It's a mythical creature. Incomplete. So, Dave, how many producers do we have here with us tonight?
2.
2. And you had, 12 last week, right?
And a bunch of wannabe producers,
We
too.
want to just find a happy medium here somewhere. Now, David, did I hear at halftime we'll be trying to do some technical fixes or not, or what was the outcome on that?
I did it already.
Oh, you did already? Okay, because I
Yeah.
noticed we haven't had any.
At least not
And
nearly
a
as
punt.
many.
Oh, it's blocked! Blocked! Ball's loose. And Cedar Park's going to fall on it, but yeah, blocked. Well, when it rains, it pours, right?
Yeah, it does.
Literally and figuratively. Right?
But, I'd rather be here with you than at work.
Well, I'm not really sure that's saying a whole lot.
Hey, an evening spent here in the booth with you
There
guys
you
is
go.
always an evening well spent. Always an evening well spent. Hashtag Turks first.
Hashtag Turks first. All right, the Eagles take over on the Turks 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Just under 10 minutes remaining here before half. And they are currently the holders of a 26-0 lead. Under center, handoff on the left side, over tackle, breaks the tackle, bounces outside, still on his feet, and he's going to make it in for the score. 32-0, Cedar Park.
Look at that guard pull on that. That was.
Yeah, their line blocking is excellent. I mean, they're running backs. This is nothing fancy, Brian. This is just straight ahead football. This is not fancy, but it all starts on the front line with executing those blocks, holding your blocks, and opening those holes, and the backs hitting those holes quickly and squirting through. And they've done. You can tell they're very well coached. They do the basic things very, very well. PAT upcoming. Snap, set, kick up, and good. 33.
So I saw a penalty in the Husky-Colorado game that I had never seen before last week.
What's that?
They called him for leaping. They have the four guys that's in front of him.
Like hurtling over.
He
leapfrogged over.
He leaped over them head first to try to block it. And I guess you're not supposed to do that.
I think the rule is you can't use another player to propel yourself
but no,
upward.
he didn't. He just leaped over them.
Oh, he just leaped over. So he didn't push off of him, is what you're saying. So speaking of the Huskies, since we talked last, Pac-12 is kind of.
I did not get my trifecta the other weekend.
You did
the
not.
only team that won was the Hawks.
Yes, I know you were 1 for 3 last weekend.
I was 1 for 3, and last weekend the Hawks didn't play, and the Huskies won, and the Cougars looked really good in the first half against Oregon.
Cougars looked good. Huskies lost a heartbreaker to Oregon since we were with you last. So, boy,
I don't know. I do not know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the Husky-Stanford game next weekend looms huge, and then obviously the Apple Cup game against WSU.
So we're going to Stanford is coming here.
Stanford
we're going to Cal this weekend.
Correct. In Cal, Stanford, and then over at Wazoo for the final game.
Yep.
So 2 big games. The game, I think Cal, they'll dispatch with Cal fairly easily this weekend. Big game against Stanford. I'm not a Stanford believer. I think Stanford's kind of a pretender myself. So I think they'll beat Stanford, and then they'll set up that big Apple Cup game against the Cougars.
Cougars look really good. Other than that loss at USC, which I think was garbage in itself.
Yeah. USC's kind of a little bit of an enigma. USC still got to play Notre Dame later this season. So that'll be a big game.
Well, it's looking, Utah has the inside track to winning the South.
They do. Utah has had some good wins. Boy, Turks have had a hard time getting a handle on those punts and kickoffs tonight. And tackled.
It's just a really rough night. You've just got to.
All right.
Just let it get past his hands.
So yeah, the Pac-12 definitely interesting to say the least this season. Interesting to say the least. But we'll just have to see. And I could have gone to the Colorado game. I had a chance to go to the Colorado game, but I didn't go. Had prior plans. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Chuck for offering me a ticket to go to the Huskies. I'm hoping he offers me one to the Stanford game. That one I will take him up on. I'll make sure I'm available. Jensen Webster back to pass. That's a screen. Oh, that was almost disaster right there.
If they would have set that up right, that would have been a great play there because they were coming hard.
It's a good play to run in that particular spot on the field. But Webster threw it, and there wasn't anybody very close other than fellas with white shirts on. And the Turks happen to be wearing their dark glove jerseys today. So.
That's a bummer.
That's a shame.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Webster back to pass. He's got time. Nope. Now he's scrambling. Going to keep the ball, tuck and run. On left side, dodged a few tackles. Still on his feet. Oh, we got a flag.
Might have called him for a hold there. We'll see.
Could be. The side judge had an excellent vantage point. He's the one that threw the flag. Lots of running around for just a few yards, too. Rain has subsided slightly. It is.
You can tell by the reaction of the Turk player down there that it's not going to go the Turks' way.
Yeah, that's a shame. Oh, they're going to wave it off. Well, they're going to pick it up, wave it off. Okay. So no flag. It's going to bring up 3rd and 14 from the 7.
3rd and 7?
Oh, I'm sorry. 3rd and 7. My mistake. 3rd and 7 from the 17. Shotgun formation. Jensen Webster goes back, drops back to pass, throws deep down the right side. And just overthrown. Thought he had it there for a second, Brian. Hard to see from this vantage point because on the far side of the field from where we're at, but just passes outstretched arms incomplete. So let's bring up 4th and 7, and looks like another punting situation here for the Turks. We up to 26.
We are up to 26.
26 looks like the boards are active tonight. Two people with lots of things to say. All right. Well, welcome, one and all. And the kick, was a good kick right there. Fielded, though, by the Eagles player on the run. Breaks to the left, still on his feet, and dropped at the 31-yard line. We got a flag here on the near side. We'll see what this call is. Now, Brian, if my mathematical skills are correct, the Turks are 1 score away from this becoming a running clock with almost 9 minutes still remaining until halftime.
Yeah, 8.5 minutes till halftime, but they won't start that till the second half.
Yes, that is correct. So we'll want to make people aware of that. That is but again, we're at 33 right now. 33.
Well, and it being a school night, the marching band will be going home at halftime.
It's going to be quiet. It'll be quiet
here.
It's
going to be a
quiet second half. Under center. Hands off on the right side. Breaks the tackle. Still on his feet. And surges forward for about a gain of 8 yards or so. And it's going to bring up 2nd and short for the Eagles. Yes, it is a school night. And off on the left side, over tackle. Number 45 breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and surges forward for a nice gain and a 1st down. First and 10 for the Eagles. Ball sits on the Turk 29-yard line. And surges forward.
Just a cloud of dust there.
Now, Brian, I'm making an observation, and just something I hadn't noticed. You know, as this game progresses, I mean, the Eagles have this game well in hand right now, and people might say, well, why don't they substitute in? I'm looking over on the other side. The Eagles really don't have more than just about a handful of players on the sideline.
I've been watching, and every player's rotating in. They're playing somewhere.
They have a very small squad. I mean, they're probably maybe 20 kids in total, so it's not like Coach has a lot of substitutes to put in. So you will see a lot of their first-line players on and off probably throughout the game, just because of the lack of numbers.
Who is that masked man?
Oh, Riley Rodolfo with the
Clock continues to run now, under 7 minutes remaining until halftime. It's a school night for me. How come I don't get to go home early?
It's a work night for me.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't get.
We
to
don't get to go home at halftime.
I didn't have to go to work.
Jeez. Hand off over left side again. Number 45 breaks the tackle and surges forward.
Yeah, the offensive line is just really getting a push up there, Dan.
Yeah, they are. Number 45, Kellen Cirillo. Big kid continues to grind out some tough yardage.
6:22 left to go here in this first half.
Yes, Cirillo, 6'1", 170-pound junior. So Turks will see him again next season when they play these Eagles. First and goal from the 7. Handoff on the right side and dropped after a short game.
Oh, Kobe Keeler with the getting in on the action.
Kobe Keeler. Whose kid is that? Oh, this guy next to me on my left here. Proud dad out there watching his boy play. Good play by Kobe.
Speaking of Kobe Keeler, basketball's coming in.
Basketball and then baseball
And
after that.
oh, love to watch him swing.
Yep.
That
And
left.
throw the ball too. He's a tall drink of water out there on the mound. And off up the middle. Third goal for the Eagles from the 3. Cirillo, and just outstrips everybody to the corner for 6 points. All right, so temporarily that makes it 39-0. 4 minutes and 27 seconds remaining here in the second period, and they're going to line up for the PAT. So far, the Eagles, it's been a bit of a challenge to get these in. Last one they were successful on, but 2 prior to that were definitely not real pretty, and the ball bounced actually to the holder, and they attempted unsuccessfully. Down, set, up, kick, and good. All right, so that makes it 4-0, 14-0. And again, if that score does hold, heading into the second half, we will have a running clock. We'll talk about that and remind you of that when we get there. 4:27 remaining here in the second. We appreciate all of you that have joined us here on TurkPride.tv tonight, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. 24 of you here with us tonight. We appreciate that. Coach Brian has stepped out for just a moment, so you're stuck with me, your host, Dan Ballard, here for a bit, but Brian will be back to join us shortly. All right, Turks are going to take the field here and receive this kick. Rain continues to fall here at Sultan High School on a cold, damp, kind of nasty Thursday night. Again, we appreciate you finding us here on Thursday night due to some scheduling issues and upcoming district playoffs and field availability and so forth, and all of which I don't profess to completely understand, but we are here on Thursday night enjoying the game here between the Turks and the Eagles, and the kick is off. And knocked down by one of the upper linesmen and fallen on after a bit of a skirmish here. And the Turks will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 35. 4:25 remaining here in the second. Officials are conferring a bit out there. First and 10 for the Turks on their own 35. Jensen Webster in shotgun formation, single setback. Everybody's looking over at the Turks bench here. Okay, now we're going to get it going. Webster shotgun formation, man in motion, handoff on the right side. Breaks the tackle, breaks another tackle, works upfield. Yeah, nice gain for the Turks there. Sailor, yeah, gain of 9. Second and 1. So nice play there by Sailor as he comes in motion and sweeps to the right side. Clock continues to run now. 4 minutes remaining in the second period. Now, we have a whistle. Seems to be some confusion out there. The Turks continue to look over in their sidelines for a signal from their coach. And there just appears to be some confusion. Now we're back to action. Webster drops back, looks to his left, steps up, evades a tackler, but then hit on the second level, but not after he gains enough for a first down for the Turks. And timeout on the field with 3 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. And Turks are going to see if they can get something on the board here before halftime. So those of you who joined us a little late tonight, it was senior night. We had 4 seniors that we celebrated and recognized here at Sultan High School. Likewise, we're told that Cedar Park also has 4 seniors. So we want to not only congratulate the Turk seniors, but the Cedar Park Eagle seniors on being a well-done career, and we wish them all the best in their future endeavors, not only the remainder of this year, but in later in life. Rain continues to fall here a little more steadily at Sultan High School. It's been raining throughout, and we have seen some issues as far as being able to get a handle on the ball, especially on kickoffs for the Turks. Just a great deal of difficulty fielding the ball cleanly. And so definitely the field conditions are playing into that tonight. Turks back out on the field, lined up. Jensen Webster calling the shots here for his squad. And trying to draw them off sides, but Cedar Park holds. Webster rolls to his left, stops, throws across his body, but out of bounds, incomplete. Second 10 for the Turks. And notice that it's been several times that Webster's rolled to his left. He's a righty, so he has to stop and throw across his body. That's a tough throw for players, even at this level, when getting into high school. Throwing across your body is definitely a challenge, makes it more difficult, especially when you've got a night when the conditions are not ideal for Mr. Webster. So that's going to bring up second 10 here for the Turks. And look what the cat drug in. You're back.
I'm back.
I thought you were going to take a break till.
I bet you nobody even know I was gone.
They said you got kind of quiet. No, I told them that you had stepped out for a moment, so I wanted to make sure your fans didn't.
It was a multifunctional trip.
I see. Oh, okay. That's enough. I see you got the hot dog.
Well, I'm excited. They have Polish dogs down there at the stand, and I just could not wait to try one.
Couldn't pass it up, huh? 3rd and 8 for the Turks, just short of the midfield stripe. Webster hands off up the middle, and it's going to be really no gain on the play. It's going to be 4th and 8 for the Turks, and they will, assume, go for it here. So Aiden Fleming continues to get repetitions tonight.
He's being fed.
Running for some tough yards.
Yeah. You kind of have to start going for it now.
I think we go for it here,
Yeah.
I think so. 4th and 8. Again, just short of midfield. Webster back to pass. Steps up, evades the rush. Still on his feet.
He's not going to.
Oh, no,
look at
breaks
that.
a tackle. What a run. Oh, he's going to stay on his feet. Oh, and he just out of bounds. Man, individual determination. He took a hit, bounced off. I thought he was down.
I thought he stepped a couple of times.
Oh.
It's like, see, they brought him back quite a ways.
Nice play, though, by Webster. Just individual determination not to go down short of the first down.
That's why he's one of my favorite players.
Yes, he is.
They're all my favorite players, but it's something nice to talk about.
We admire all these young men out there. So, again, great gutty run by Webster, providing some leadership out there that we would expect from that young man. And it puts the Turks now 1st and 10 from the Cedar Park 25. Oh, whistle blows prior to the snap.
Going to be a timeout called by Cedar Park probably.
Timeout, Eagles.
They only had 10 guys on the field.
So I see. So you've got down now. Our concession stand, the Turk fan club is running that enterprise, and I'm hearing great things.
Yes,
hearing great things. Good quality food, great offerings down there, and really appreciate all that they do. And we got them set up so there's a TV monitor down there. I heard too, so they can actually watch the game.
Yeah, we can.
That's cool.
They're actually listening to us right now.
Oh man, do you think did they turn the sound down and just watch the picture?
Well, at first I thought they really had turned us down, and then as I walked away, I heard the sound go a little bit. I could hear the dulcet tones of Dan Baller.
Oh, is that right? Boy, I wouldn't blame them if they turned the volume down and just kept the video.
Or you could be like when I watch Seahawks on Fox and Troy Aikman's doing the game, I turn it off. I turn the sound off.
Not a big fan of Mr. Aikman.
I love Aikman as a quarterback. I'm not a big fan of certain broadcasters doing the Seahawks games.
Certain broadcast teams, right?
Especially when they're playing the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Who I like, by the way. I do like the Cowboys.
I think it is tough when you have a former athlete and their team that they played for, they're broadcasting it. I think it's difficult not to have some bias. Oh, bad snap over Webster's head. Better get on it.
Oh, you needed to just pick that up and throw that away.
Yeah, or
it's too bad he couldn't do that.
Oh, that's a big loss of yardage there for the Turks after a great positive run just a couple plays ago.
We got a minute and a half, minute 50 to go here.
Minute 50 to go, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 25.
This is where hey, you know what? You got a halfback pass. This is where you're running. And look at the size difference over there with Kobe Keeler and his defender.
Yeah. 2nd and a bundle. Rolling right, stops, throws the middle of the field. That's complete.
That was exactly what they needed.
Gets it back to the original, just past the original line of scrimmage.
So now, Jensen when he has the time and is able to set his feet just right, he can really throw. I mean, he's got a strong arm.
Yes, he does. He does. And like I said, it's just he's much too often scrambling back there, kind of for his life, and
which seems to be a Washington State team thing that has to happen.
Rolls to his left, stops, throws across his body, and out of bounds. Incomplete. Now we're at 4th down. So what started as a good drive here with a 1st and 10, now they find themselves at
45-yard field goal if they tried to kick that.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna.
Oh, you might as well go for it.
I think we're gonna go for it here.
Might as well go for it. Try to get the first.
So now, Brian, you were talking about Mr. Aikman a minute ago, and that you have a problem when he broadcasts Cowboy games. So you're saying he's kind of a homer. Is that what you're saying?
No, I have a problem when he broadcasts the Seahawks.
Oh, I see. I noticed at times you use the term Turks first and a little bit of a homer.
I'm okay with being a homer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I really am.
I just wanted to be clear.
I just don't
want to
like-
be clear that you're, you know.
And if this goes viral on YouTube, hi,
Left
Troy.
Oh, intercepted.
I went through.
Went through one player's hands into another, and they return the ball back to their own 38. We got a flag down on the field. Oh, that's too bad. A lot of promise there on that gutty play by Webster, and it ends in an interception and turning the ball over to the Eagles. So yeah, Brian, I was just
Eagle walk in the back.
against the Eagles. So they'll retain possession, but they'll march that off. So I just want to be sure that wasn't a pot
No,
here's kettle,
no.
pot,
No.
calling the kettle black, type of thing, right?
Oh, I've been known to. Be.
No, never.
Hey,
Brian, you're on the Christmas card list of the Snohomish County Referees Association.
I'm on the coal list.
The coal. Got a piece of coal in your stocking, right?
I always thank Snohomish County for sending their best.
Rain picks up in intensity out there on the field. 34 seconds remaining until half. Finn will probably just have a kneel down here. And yes, we will have a kneel down, and that will take us to halftime.
So, I believe there's no halftime show today.
No halftime show.
No, they're not down there. They're not down on the field. There's no
Are you
halftime
gonna
show.
get out there and play the bassoon or something like
No,
that?
no. I might be able to play the kazoo.
The kazoo. Yeah.
So we're going to take a break, even though I already had.
We
one.
are going to take a break. Okay, like we've been working really hard.
Yeah,
We need a
yeah.
break.
We've been working
I'll let you enjoy your Polish dog over there. Now, did you pay for that?
I did.
Oh, okay, good. I want to be sure. I'm going to go down and check with the concession stand and make sure that you actually paid for that. Right?
Okay, you do that.
All right,
And,
we'll be back with you here after halftime.
You will be, and as always, hashtag Turks first.
If we could have senior cheer parents down by the track, please. Senior cheer parents. senior is Angel Guzman. Parents Susanna and Ivan. Other activities, sports at SHS include cheerleading and possibly doing track. Future plans after graduation, go to a four-year college. Favorite cheer memory, when the bass is put in the air for the first time. And advice to those you leave behind, don't hesitate until it's too late, because you won't graduate along with your mates. Angel Guzman. Our next senior is Rebecca Cunningham. Parents Paul and Polly. Other activities at SHS include running start, softball, and musical. Future plans after graduation, attend University of Alaska Anchorage and major in secondary education with a minor in history. Favorite cheer memory, catching the flag and then doing hang drills all week long. Advice to those you leave behind, you only have so much time with the people you go to school and play sports with. So make the most of every moment you get to spend with them. Rebecca Cunningham. And our last senior is Summer Verheul. Parents Jeff and Tina. Future plans after graduation, finish cosmetology school. Favorite cheer memory, going to our very first cheer competition and winning first place in qualifying for state. Advice for those you leave behind, if you didn't cry, did you even go to cheer practice? Summer Verheul. Out on hand for our senior class of 2019.
All right, we are back. Hope you enjoyed your little halftime respite. Went and got a snack from the refrigerator and used the restroom. You're back to join us here in the second half. How was the Polish?
It was really good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I went down. They were busy down there at the concession stand.
Now you know why I went down before you did.
There you go. I tell you, they're doing a great job down there.
Oh, they got some. They just pillars of the community back down there working in there right now.
Yep. It's great to see people giving back and supporting athletics and really doing things here and then giving back to the various programs here at Sultan High School. So the teams are back, heading back onto the field here. Turks are down at the west end and getting warmed up, jogging out, stretching out a little bit. And the Eagles are on their side lined up, and they should be ready to go here. We've got just under 2 minutes remaining before we'll get underway. So, for those of you just joining us, it's not a misprint.
It's 40 to nothing.
40 to nothing, and with 4T, for those of our viewers that don't know, what happens, Brian, at the beginning of the fourth quarter, or beginning of the second half, I should say, when they have a 40-point differential.
It's a running clock.
Running clock.
They only stop it. They only stop it for timeouts.
Okay, so what that means is don't go anywhere, because this time is going to go pretty quick.
We're going to be through this. We're going to be through this in about 26 minutes.
Yeah, it'll be quick. So don't blink. You might miss it. But anyway,
and for the 20 viewers we have that are still watching, thank you for sticking with us.
Of course, we love our viewers.
I'll tell you what, we are disappointed we didn't get to bring you the Sultan Turk marching band at halftime, but. It's just way too much work for those kids to put their uniforms on and come down on a Thursday night and
they missed your kazoo performance during halftime.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So Brian, you were telling us a little bit about the wrestling squad. I mean, young squad, experienced squad.
Well, it's going to be a mixture.
It's
going to be a mixture of both. We lost quite a few. We have. We have Aiden Fleming coming back off a state run.
Right.
He went deep into the state tournament. We have Tyler Deason returning in the 222 heavyweight capacity.
Great.
Nice. Of course, we have returning state champion Luke Weaver. A senior Luke Weaver returning.
Looking to repeat.
Joey West is coming back. He's returning from a run into regionals. He's young, but he's not young. Jason Atkinson returning off of his 2 wins away from going to state.
I think Atkinson.
I might know that kid.
I don't know. Some kid. Some kid in the neighborhood running around that I've seen for 10 years. It's now almost a senior, huh? Wow.
Yeah, he's a senior this year.
How did these kids get older? We don't get any older. How are these kids getting older? Same as I was 10 years ago.
It seems like it was just yesterday I was coaching your son in middle school wrestling.
Oh, I know. I remember that. Sitting at Snohomish Middle School.
And he was a heavyweight in middle school.
He was. Then he thinned.
Then he
got tall
right
and thin.
Yeah.
Wrestled at 182.
Yes. Absolutely.
Took 8th place in state his senior year. Very proud of a young man and his accomplishments. So, anyway, we are about ready to get back to action here. Cedar Park.
Going back deep for the Turks. It'll be who we got going deep.
Now, we'll see if that helps. The rain has stopped. So, I know the Turks had a lot of difficulty.
Do they have 11 back there? I think Zane's back there now. No, they got Caden Hardwick is going back deep for the Turks.
Caden Hardwick. So Turks had a lot of problems handling the kickoffs in the first half, but it was raining. The rain has fortunately stopped, so we'll see if that helps. Kickoff is up and away. And Hardwick, hits off his helmet. And does recover. Oh. And still on his feet.
So, different player, same result.
That one hit his helmet, though. And didn't hit his hands, hit his helmet. All right. So, again, we are under a running clock, 11 minutes and 47 seconds and counting.
Let's see, now this is Coach Garth McDicken for wrestling into his 9th straight season.
9th season, wow. That is amazing. Has built definitely a tradition of excellence here at Sultan High School. The wrestling program is highly regarded at the state level. Handoff, left side, and short game. Speaking of wrestling, now wrestling will continue to have the state tournament at the Tacoma Dome, is that right?
That is correct.
Tacoma Dome just completed a $33 million renovation to that facility, I was reading the other day. So be nice that it was a much needed upgrade. That facility was getting a little long in the tooth, and they've done some nice upgrades there. So
I remember when the Seattle Supersonics played there, the last Key Arena renovation.
Yes, and the Key Arena is getting ready to be renovated now again to accommodate hockey, NHL hockey. And a little flare pass there, but drops to his knees and is down. It's going to be 3rd and 8 from about the 21. So yes, we're going to have the NHL coming to Seattle. It'll be interesting to see what sort of impact that has as far as the local minor league hockey teams, i.e. the Seattle Thunderbirds and the Everett Silvertips.
Well, the Silvertips play in Everett at the Angel of the Winds Casino.
Angel of the Winds. Formerly the Comcast Arena. Formerly
Formerly
the whatever, right?
And the Thunderbirds, formerly known as the Seattle Breakers.
Hand off on the right side. We got a flag.
We got laundry.
Yeah.
They play at the Showwear Center
In
down in Kent.
Kent.
So, you know, I only see this increasing hockey attendance. I really do.
I think it will. It just increases awareness about hockey in that those who are supporting minor league hockey will continue to support minor league hockey and may occasionally go to an NHL game, but I don't think that they'll stop going to minor league hockey just because Major League NHL will be in Seattle. So, because I know myself, my family, and myself love going to Silvertips games, try to do it a couple of times a year, and we will continue to do so even if the NHL team comes into town. All right.
Well, it's a nicer trip to Everett than it is all the way down.
Yes,
to
and less expensive trip. All right, 3rd and 10 for the Turks. Oh, I'm sorry, it was 4th down. My mistake. Quick kick.
Takes a Turk bounce down to about the 43-yard line.
Rolling. 43.
Oh, don't do that.
All righty. 9 minutes remaining. Clock is rolling.
Roll. Yeah, it does change. The clock does stop on change of possession. Probably should mention that.
But the referee said, keep it going. So yeah, exciting to hear about the NHL heading into town in Seattle in the next couple seasons, and revamped, completely redone Key Arena, or if they call it Key Arena, I don't know what they're going to call it. It's called Key Arena now, for the new NHL team in Seattle. Eagles with their first opportunity here in the second half. Handoff on the right side and plunges forward for a short gain of about 2. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
Chris Ganich in on the stop on that. Haven't seen. You know, we haven't really even talked about our TurkPride.tv player of the game.
No, we haven't. I think I kind of would be my clubhouse leader at this point, but 2nd 10 for the Eagles. Handoff over the left side. Number 20 breaks a tackle into the second level, still on his feet. First down yardage for the Eagles. And drops him. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the Turks' 39-yard line.
Yeah, unfortunately, football just doesn't lend itself to us having these guys interviewed as TurkPride.tv players of the game after the game.
It's tough.
It's
tough.
A little harder for us, to get that done, and we have to bring them up into the booth, and we have to do all those different things. And
right.
It's just
they're spending time down the field with their teammates afterwards.
Teammates
the coach
and families.
talking with them, and handoff, misdirection up the middle, and gain of about 5. And I don't know about you, Brian, but when I was playing football competitively and we lost, I didn't really want to talk to anybody, to be perfectly honest.
No, especially.
I really didn't want to talk.
Hey,
I just want to
your
leave me alone.
Your team just lost the game by 3 touchdowns.
You're
the TurkPride.tv player of the game.
I don't want to talk to anybody, right? Just leave me alone. Hand off on the right side. And surges forward. He's going to be short of a first down.
It'll bring up 3rd and 2.
What do you think, 4-down territory?
Well, we'll see. You know, I mean, the time is rapidly expiring. We're already down to half of the third quarter is already gone.
Hey, guys.
Hey, look, it's the guy that calls me on the robocall from Sultan High School.
It's
Sultan Dizzle District.
Diamond Dave Moon.
I tried to get the voice of TurkPride.tv.
You know what? If you give me, you let me know when you need something done. I'll stop by on my way to work and do it for you.
Stumbling, bumbling, fumbling down the field.
But you did really well on that.
Hey, I can get it to like call your phone even.
Dave Moon.
You don't even have to come in.
He's the man, the myth.
Wow, that's even
legend.
better. Because you know I'm one take Brian. You know, just one take.
One take.
One take is all it takes for me to screw it up.
You guys, I cannot tell you how excited I am to work with you guys for basketball.
Yeah, Brian was saying that they're that he's hoping to be able to be with us a little more frequently this season. My schedule is much less congested than it was last year as well. So handoff up the middle and just pounding it.
Well, I'm hoping, you know, that they do the double headers like they did last year.
Those are nice.
You know, so I could come in and be able to do 2 games in one night. But you know, I make it all about me. So
are we really going to subject the viewers to 2 games
Two
with
games
us
in a row?
Oh my goodness! Is that punishment?
Well,
you've been bad. You have to watch
you were not
TV tonight.
You were not a good person in a previous life.
You know, I do see that evil streak come out in
It is.
Dan Ballard. every
Yes, it
once in a
is.
while.
I know. I'm just fallen angel. What can I say? Right?
No, I can't wait. I can't wait to see all the decorations up at the Baller House this
Hey,
year.
you need to look. They're out there.
Oh, I'm looking forward to Christmas.
Oh, Christmas. They've had the Halloween. The Halloween is in full effect right now.
Yes,
Halloween's
yes,
in full
it
effect.
is.
Got the fence out there and the yard and the whole 9 yards. Yeah.
I tell my family I don't have to decorate because Dan does it all for us.
Yeah, well, we're glad I can make your life easier, Brian. Happy to help you out there, Brian.
Well, I see Brian's doing you a favor, Dan. He just doesn't want to detract from what you got going on over there.
Don't give him any ammunition.
Well, you know, I'm
He doesn't need that.
thinking I'm just going to start buying lawn decorations for Christmas and giving them to Dan and say, hey, why don't you put that up for me?
We got a player that's down. Turk player, 2 of them actually are down, and everybody's taking a knee.
We got a third and 2 coming up. So right now this is our last football broadcast of the year.
It is.
And
This will be it for fall sports for us. But 2 weeks away, winter springs anew, right?
unless of course the WIA calls and wants to do something else, right?
True. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, they probably won't. We've heard that story before. So.
And player.
I know. We do want Kings to give us a call again, though, right?
Absolutely. That was so much fun. We just you guys out there that are watching, we got to go do the state girls high school basketball all-star games, and all classifications was held at Kings High School. We got to put that up on YouTube, and Donald Watts was there.
Oh, very cool.
And he asked me for my card after the broadcast. That was just one of the biggest thrills of my life. The son of Slick Watts, former UW legend.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's what he does for a living. He does basketball for a living.
All right, here we go.
Big third down coming
up. From the 5. Handoff on the left side. Number 20, he's in for the score. Touchdown.
But the good news is there's 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
There is. Speaking of Slick Watts, I actually met him one time at SeaTac Airport. This gentleman was walking by himself, and I walked up to him and I said, "You're Slick Watts." And he said, "Yes, I am." He's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
I said, "Would you sign me?" And I was a young boy at that time. I said, "Would you sign my autograph?" And he stopped, signed his autograph. Very nice gentleman.
When I was 10 years old, Slick Watts came down to the Green Lake Community Center to our banquet and for a
The
basketball
upcoming.
banquet.
kick is up, and that's no good.
So since we're sharing Slick Watch stories, fourth grade, Ballard Elementary School. I don't think it was called Ballard Elementary School, but it was in Ballard, and I was in elementary school.
You were in Ballard too. You and Brian
Oh,
share
third grade, not fourth grade.
A Ballard lineage.
Yes,
is that
we
right?
do. Yeah, we do.
A Ballard lineage.
Yeah.
From the two of you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
No.
So Slick Watts was coming to our school to talk to us. So my mom went and bought me a brand new basketball so I could get him to sign it.
Yeah.
And I'm a little third grader, right?
You're like psyched.
Super
The new
psyched.
basketball.
And then he stood us up.
Oh.
Stood us up. So fast forward, 13 years. I'm 23 years old. I'm a cop in Snohomish, and his son is playing at Snohomish High School. He comes walking in. I walk up to him and I tell him, you ruined my dreams as a third grader, right? And, we had a chuckle about it. He came back about an hour later, tracked me down, and gave me his autograph and his email address.
Very cool.
That's really cool.
That is very cool.
So I just want everybody here to know what we just heard. Dave Moon was one of Snohomish County's finest.
City. Snohomish City.
City of Snohomish.
City of Snohomish.
Wow. I know. I never knew. I learned that a number of years ago. I don't know. Just that surprised me. I just don't see you as a cop, Dave.
Too nice?
Well,
Too
you are
friendly?
really nice.
Too roly-poly?
Well, no. Hey, Dave, you got the donuts and the coffee thing going on. I mean, that you got down because you're always at the espresso stand. And,
Speaking of espresso.
and when I come over to your lab, there's always donuts down there. So you got the coffee and the donut thing down.
But I never buy the donuts. I just want you to know that.
Too much donuts, too much Dave.
Too much donuts, too much Dave.
We got
That's my mantra.
Caden Hardwick back deep.
All right, we're back to action here. Kickoff from the Eagles to the Turks. And he got it cleanly. He's still on his feet. Breaks to the left.
Block.
There you go. Nice block. Oh, we got a flag.
You cannot call a hold on
we got a flag.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
Hardwick makes it past the 50, but I think it's going to come
coming back because they're going to get a hold on that.
Yeah, that's too bad. That was a nice return. Boy, he started, came all the way across the field to the left side, broke up the sidelines, and made all the way to the mid stripe, buddy.
So it's going to come back to about the 25-yard line after that hold. Because it's a spot foul, and they bring it back 10 yards.
3 minutes remaining in the third. Score is 46-0. Cedar Park over the hometown Turks.
While we wait for the holding against the Turks, and I wanted to give a shout out to all the players from both teams that are watching this stream on demand. Thank you for being a part of my Thursday night, and thank you for being a part of my life for a brief moment. Dan and I love being here and doing this.
We do.
We love being a part of the communities here, and yes, I'm hashtag Turks first. I'm definitely a homer, and I like donuts, but
don't we all? The three of us are all all of us are big guys. I mean, that's we're not skinny minis. We're not skinny minis by any stretch.
I've had one donut in the last 3 months.
There you go, a handoff. Breaking over the right side, still on his feet, and forward for about a 5-yard gain. You're right, Brian. It is. I mean, we've said this many times that TurkPride.tv is really a working classroom for students to do the producing, and we'd love nothing more than to have more students actually, work up to this point where they're actually on air and doing color and contributing and so forth, because this really is a working classroom. This is not just an opportunity for us to, pontificate out to the masses. It really is an opportunity for these students to do the camera work, to do the producing, and they do an excellent job bringing this to you. All volunteer, student-driven, student-focused here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics.
Couldn't have said it better myself, dude.
All right. 2nd and 4 from the 26. Over to the post.
Yeah. On those screen passes, you have to lead the runner to the ball so they don't have to stop.
Yeah, when they stop and have to take that step back and just lose that momentum, it really defeats the purpose of that play. It's very much a timing route. And any deviation from that really makes that play not that effective. All right, we're getting close to under a minute remaining in the third.
You bet. 50 seconds to go.
Jensen Webster snaps, hands the ball over to the right, breaks a tackle, surges forward for enough for a first down.
That's a Sultan Turk first down.
First down. So yeah, we're coming into, Brian, our busy season as far as the broadcasting here on TurkPride.tv with girls and boys basketball and wrestling. I mean, it's
one or
it's
two
couple and a half
one or two
months.
home games a week for each boys and girls.
It is. I mean, if it isn't wrestling, it's boys basketball. If it isn't boys basketball, it's girls basketball, and makes it go fast. All right, and that's the end of the third. Just that quickly, we've got one period left to go in the books. The score: Cedar Park 46, Sultan nothing. And they'll change sides and reset the sticks.
Well, you know, after a hard night sitting here in the chairs up here in the booth here, my back does get a little out of whack.
Yeah, I guess tweaked just a little bit.
Just a little bit. But, you know, we just got to make an appointment at Sultan Chiropractic. Dr. Koppel has been serving the Valley for many years. Sponsoring TurkPride.tv is just one of the many community programs he has gotten behind. Everyone should be pain-free. Dr. Koppel is accepting new patients.
Dave Boone told me he went in this week, was having some issues, and visited Dr. Koppel and said he feels much better. Much better. Very good. All right. Yes, again, we got lots of long-time sponsors here on TurkPride.tv, and we very much appreciate your support here of the students and the activities on TurkPride.tv and here at Sultan High School. All right. Lined it up, switch sides. Turks have the ball. First and 10 on the 30. Webster stops, looks, throws
he's gonna
deep.
get that.
Rodolfo.
Oh, he slowed up just a little bit.
That was one that worked. That
caught-
connection was awesome.
Well,
there.
the throw just needed to be a little better, and the route just needed to be a little better.
Yeah, it was the ball wasn't a real clean ball. It didn't have a real good rotation on it. It was waffling a little bit.
He caught the defender looking in at the quarterback and slowed enough. So that's too bad.
It is. All right, brings up second and 10. Jensen Webster looking over to the sidelines.
And everybody getting the play.
And drop back. Good protection. Throws deep, but well covered there. Oh, and we got a penalty.
Where's it at? Oh, over there.
Yeah, it's over on the far side, about the 45-yard line. Officials are. It's going to be either offensive or defensive pass interference. One of the two.
Is that a catchable ball? That was the next question. He may pick this up.
Yep. Defensive pass interference. All right, so the Turks will be the benefactors of that one.
Speaking of football, big game for the Seahawks coming up this weekend, going to Detroit.
Going to Detroit, 2 3-3 teams taking on each other. Detroit's been on a little bit of an uptick, and you know, I mean, now I know you're a huge Seahawks fan, but
It's a trap game.
I'm just not buying in yet. I mean, 2 of their 3 wins have been against the 2 worst teams in the NFL. They've beaten Arizona and they've beaten Oakland. Okay, the 2 worst teams in the NFL.
I get
and
you.
Dallas is very middle of the road, so I'm not quite buying in yet. Fleming over the left side, short game. So that's my concern. People say, oh, they're 3-3, they're getting poised to make a playoff run. It's like, yeah, they beat Oakland and they beat Arizona.
It is so hard to win on the road in the NFL.
It is. And going into Detroit, I think will be a challenge. I was looking at the Lions are actually favored slightly in that game.
But
Sunday,
they did rush the ball really well against the LA Rams.
They did. You know, that actually, even though they lost, the game against the Rams, I think, was their most impressive game thus far.
They've been
this
in
season.
every game this year.
Yep.
So
Handoff on the right side, breaks through, and is just shy of the first down.
see, I like
Gain of
those
about
quick.
8.
I like those quick hitters.
Yep. All right, 3rd and 2. Handoff, and that's going to be a first down for the Turks.
First down, Turks. And we've got 8 minutes and 25 seconds left to go here in this fourth quarter.
That's right. Speaking of the Rams, the only undefeated team left in the NFL. It's 7-0 right
I
now.
think they have a good shot.
Yeah, they're right now. Todd Gurley is in the lead for MVP voting. He is just a beast. That guy is a beast. Out of Georgia, and the young man had a big question mark when he was first drafted. He had a fairly severe knee injury in college, and boy, he has definitely come back. Oh, intercepted, but we got a flag down, and returned over the 50 back to the Turks' 47-yard line, but we'll see what this is all about.
Well, let's see. I was watching the ball.
It's a hold.
Defensive holding.
Defensive holding.
So automatic first down.
Yeah, as we get, getting towards the, getting towards the halfway point in the NFL season, there's some surprises out there. Been very impressed with Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback of Kansas City. The Chiefs have played very well this season.
It's just incredible.
Very
to watch
well.
That.
Yeah, it's a good, exciting, crop of young quarterbacks. Mahomes at Kansas City, Goff with the Rams in LA. I mean, just some exciting quarterback play from some of the youngsters in the NFL right now.
Running backs in the backfield.
Yeah, empty backfield, and that's
boy.
way up there, but well defended and incomplete.
That's too bad.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, you see some, which is really kind of sad. Great veteran, but definitely is at the end of his career, like an Eli Manning in New York. I mean, the Giants are struggling, and he's getting a lot of pressure, and it's just unfortunate to see somebody that was a Super Bowl MVP.
Well, for my fantasy
end up that
football
way.
team, I rotate in the defense that's playing the Bills. Well, I'll tell you, I find out who it is, and if they're available, I'm getting the
That's
defense
right.
that's playing
Young
the Bills.
Mr. Allen, the quarterback, is getting incomplete. Is getting some hard knocks there as the starter there with the Bills.
Well, Josh Allen, he's been hurt though.
Yeah.
Now they've got.
Who's quarterback right
so
now?
they picked him up, the Oregon State guy, Derek Anderson.
Anderson.
Is back there now.
Bounced around, yeah. I know Jacksonville is really struggling. Blake Bortles has been very inconsistent. Jacksonville, when they beat New England earlier in the season, everybody thought they were going to be the AFC darlings, and now they've really fallen on hard times.
So
And
you
gets
gotta stay on time. I mean, you gotta move the chains. This is fourth down.
Fourth
It's
and 10.
fourth down territory. You've got to go for it, but you got to make your fourth down more manageable.
Yeah, 4th and 10.
Oh, wait, we got a flag. We got a flag on the field. No, maybe not.
I think you're seeing yellow spots out there.
Well, it's just replays in my mind from all the flags from a couple of games ago.
It's all bad flashbacks of earlier flag fests. We had the Lightning Fest, we had the Flag Fest. 4th and 10. Scrambling, stops, throws, almost intercepted, but be turned over on downs. So with 4 minutes and 36 seconds remaining, and we got a Cedar Park player that is still down on the field.
We got 4.5 minutes to go.
Here's a wrestling quote for you while we're waiting. A wrestler learns everything from his coach. A coach learns everything from his wrestler.
Ah, there you go. All right, young man walks off under his own power. Glad to see that. And we'll line it up and we'll get the clock running here again in just a moment. Thanks to Snohomish County Fire District number 5 for having their aid car here tonight. Unfortunately, we have not had to utilize their services, but it's nice to have them here. We do appreciate District 5 providing support in addition to the Turk Sports Medicine team that's here under the direction of Brandy Barnell. Oh, it breaks loose, and he's off to the races. Number 11, they're not going to catch him, and he's going to go all the way to the house for 6 points. Wow. You know, Brian, some people might look at this score and say, wow, Cedar Park really ran up the score. This is just basic football. They're just running. I mean, this is pretty conservative stuff, you know. I mean, off tackle right, off tackle left, misdirection.
Yeah, and at the beginning of the game, they threw the ball deep a few times.
A couple times.
I highly doubt they'd be throwing the ball right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is just basic football. And then, you know, they're just executing well and scoring points. You know, I don't, as we talked about, the number of substitutes they've been bringing substitutes in is quite limited over there. So, again, I don't think anybody can rightfully say that they're running up the score. Oh, we got a flag.
Yeah, you got a procedure penalty against.
Well, number 8 was running onto the field as the snap was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I
don't think you could go in motion on an extra point.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be like running into sub when the snap actually. Yeah, that's right. In Canadian football, that might have been okay, but in U.S. football, no, you can't be running into substitute as the snap is happening.
So, you know, I was up in Canada the other day, and I asked for Canadian bacon on my. I asked for Canadian bacon on my pizza. They looked at me like, what?
Yeah, they looked at you like stupid American. Well, they probably just roll their eyes like, oh, jeez, give me a break. Oh, bad snap. Kick and no good. So
they're going to have to figure that out.
Yeah, that's going to come. You know, that might be a little bit of an Achilles heel for them as they make their way into the playoffs. Yeah, you know, they just consistently have struggled and struggled and struggled. And earlier on,
the kicker's got a strong leg. If he has a chance.
Oh, is that right? Oh, so we're hearing that he's a soccer player.
He's got a strong leg.
Yeah,
it's a good hold.
The hold, the snap and the snap and the holding has been very suspect tonight. And early on in the game, I guess I could have, you know, attributed the weather a little bit to it because it was raining, but it has not been raining here in the second half. The field is wet, but it's not raining currently. So, but they continue to struggle with that exchange between the center and the holder on their PATs. So that'll be something the coach will probably have them working on this week as they prepare to make their way into the playoffs. Playoffs. We just won the game.
We are who they thought they were.
Some great one-liner cliches.
That's
we are who they thought they were.
Yeah.
No, still 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. We got a Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up.
Yes, we do. And the Eagles are going to kick it off to the Turks. Hardwick back to receive. And that's a high, very short kick that's out of bounds.
I wonder if they told him to do that. Kick it out of bounds.
And out of bounds.
That was a pretty deliberate kick out of bounds.
I think so. Yeah, that one was.
Give him the ball on the 35
Yeah,
yard
the ball
line.
on 35. Give him some decent field position. So the next time you and I are together will be in basketball.
Basketball.
A couple 3 weeks probably looking at. Get ready for the Turks. And I have not even taken a look at the schedule yet.
Yeah, you know, I've got so many. I've got to figure that schedule out.
I think you should just quit your job.
Negotiate
Quit your
with-
day job. Come on. This is lucrative for you, Brian. You're making big money doing this. I can tell. You could just quit that day job.
If
You
I
don't
if
need
I
it.
had, if I had bought a ticket and won the mega Powerball lottery the other night, I would do all of these, and I think I would buy some new equipment for it too.
New equipment, new school, new everything, right? Just
Well,
do it all.
there would definitely be a couple turf, softball and baseball fields here.
Oh, that
If I-
would be
If I won 100 million or a billion or whatever it was.
1.6 billion. Or
If I won that, I think there'd be a couple turf
Some-
fields and a music or
auditorium.
a new quarterback in the game.
Oh,
That was a nice press. A new quarterback in the game. And yes, Dave, a new press box. So, but I got to buy a ticket first. That's part of the deal.
yeah. The press box, is that going to be before we retire? That's what we keep being told. That's what they keep telling us. Nice crossing pattern.
Webster.
Oh, Webster hit hard, but nice crossing pattern there. Jensen Webster becomes the receiver instead of the quarterback. He throws, he catches, he runs, he does it all.
Well, you know, that's...
Minute and a half remaining.
He stepped into that quarterback role, and he did a great job for the Turks this year.
Going deep.
Oh, that's going to be
that's interference.
Yep.
That's going to be defensive pass interference.
You bet. Come on, get down
It's
there,
going to be on
guys.
number 6.
The clock doesn't
Clock
stop on
runs you
penalties.
that, you got to call a timeout. Yes, defensive pass interference. That was
It's
fairly
a
easy to
15
call.
yarder, but you got to call a timeout here. If you want to score before
Give
this is
yourself
all
an
over.
opportunity.
Oh, well. I want to see the Turks score here. Oh, clock has been stopped. Time. Somebody called a timeout.
And the Turks call a timeout.
Who is that masked man? I don't know who that is. It's Tyler Sargent. He is a 6-foot freshman, 135-pound freshman.
There we go. That future of the Turks. That'll be the starting quarterback next season for the Turks.
It's too bad that's not a spot foul, man.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Spot foul would have been nice, but 51 seconds remaining. We'll take what we can get here. Turks still got enough time to throw a few pitch and catch there towards the end zone, see if they can get on the scoreboard here.
Well, we'd definitely like to have a chance to see it. Touchdown, Turks, one last time this
That's
season.
right, one more time. One more call, all right? Sargent back to pass. And low.
Probably should. Well, the
Rodolfo.
clock's not going to stop anyway. So.
No, the clock's not going to stop, so that's not the kind of pass we want. Want something a little deeper. I think you got to throw it towards the end zone here. Give yourself a couple
with 30 seconds
couple
to
tries
go.
here towards the end zone. And
Another one.
there's another penalty.
Call another timeout.
Yeah, we need to call timeout because clock will just expire if we don't. And they did. We got another pass interference call against the Eagles. right, so Turk's going to get one more hurrah here. One more chance, one more dance.
One more chance, yes.
All right.
Liking this spread offense with no running back there.
Well, you know. We shall see. Could be a precursor of things to come next season. It depends on the kids that you get. A lot of times you have to formulate your offense around the athletes that you have, the skill set of the athletes that you have, and it'll vary from one year to another.
And you're really unless you're Damon Heward's son, who's down at Kennedy Catholic. He's incredible. I got to watch him in a game against Kentwood on Root Sports the other night. And he's already thrown like 40 touchdowns this year.
Yeah.
He's just been incredible.
Yeah.
Kentwood won that game with a field goal as time expired.
He comes from pretty good stock. Pretty good stock, yeah. All right. Sargent back to pass, across the middle. Oh, just overthrew his receiver. Led him just a bit too far.
Yep, got to call the timeout again.
Yeah. Timeout. Sultan. Yep. All right, so we're going to
no more timeouts after this.
This is pretty much it. This is going to be the last play right here, Brian. One more. All right. Well, we'd like to thank all of you that took time to spent time with us this evening here on a Thursday night. Here, I know it's a little different. So I'll tell you what, we're gonna give the viewers a night off tomorrow night. How about that? We're not.
Well, hey, all you guys out there, make sure we're still at 26 as the game goes by. We're excited. Make sure you tune in for our basketball broadcasts, boys and girls.
Yep.
And of course, make sure you tune in for our wrestling broadcast.
Now, Brian, I want to ask you one question. I mean, you're the wrestling expert. Why is it? I mean, I understand why in wrestling we do the weekend tournaments to get mat time, but why don't you wrestle both schools twice so that they have more league contests? They just don't have a lot of league contests. Last play here. Let's catch the last play. Sargent back to pass. Across the middle. Caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Turks.
There we go. All right. Get to say it one more time. All right. Way to go. Rodolfo, who's been the big receiver here tonight for the Turks, gets the one that counts and gets them on the board here as time is just about ready to expire. So,
is that your clubhouse leader?
I think that would be a good clubhouse leader tonight.
Well,
I think with that play, that puts him over the top. Jensen Webster was kind of my person, but Riley Rodolfo, I think, had a fantastic big gain earlier, and then that touchdown catch right there. He gets my vote for TurkPride.tv player of the game. Snap, set, kick, up. There's a flag. Kick is good, but there was a
let's
flag.
go to the panel of judges over here. Who do they think is student section?
The student section gets player of the game.
I don't think I can give them all drinks at Windmill Espresso.
I'm thinking Riley Rodolfo. I think he's very deserving. Let's put it this way. In a game that there wasn't a lot of highlights, he provided a highlight.
He's gotten it already once this year.
Yeah.
And so has Jensen Webster.
Yeah. Michael Moss could be a potential right here. Kick up and good. There you go.
There you go, Doug Dalton. There's a highlight reel for you with your grandson.
That's right. Congratulations to that young man. All right, 12 ticks left on the clock.
Well, I've got, Aiden Fleming had a good game on both sides of the ball.
Fleming did as well. Just, I always, and obviously we want to reward these young men for their hard efforts out there, but you know, it's just always, I always struggle when you've got a game that was just very, very one-sided and just not a lot of highlights really.
Yeah, we just, I can't argue, you know, I mean, my heart goes to, you know, all the seniors.
It's tough. It's really tough. You know, like I said, I used to, when you lost, even if it was a close game or a game that just really got away from you, it's tough. At the end of the day, like I said, I didn't want to talk to anybody.
Onside kick.
Like,
Onside
leave me
kick.
alone. I don't want to talk to anybody. Just give me some time to decompress and you know. All right.
They're
kickoff.
expecting an onside kick here.
That was like a slow motion onside kick. Do you think they were really surprised, Brian?
No, I don't think so.
No, not at all.
That
And
was
especially
really,
when he's like
that was actually,
stepping with little mini steps.
that
as he
was
goes
actually
along.
pretty
That's the
impressive.
game.
That is pretty impressive.
All right.
So
Well,
we're gonna go with Riley.
I think that's a good. I think he's deserving.
All right.
I know that, you know, sometimes they say, well, that player's got it before. But, you know, in my mind, it's to reward the player who played the best. And I think that in a game, again, with very few highlights, he provided that highlight. So, all right. Well, Brian, any final words here tonight? You get to go home early, work on homework.
Absolutely. I need to get home. It's
You
due
need
by
to-
11.
You better get
I
going.
got about
there.
a half hour's worth of stuff to do.
Well,
so
it's 9:15. You better get
I
going.
gotta get moving. But,
You
you know,
gotta get
I mean,
moving.
hey, everybody out there in TurkPride.tv land, thank you for being a part of our broadcast here.
Yes.
Dan and I love being here, and at least I do.
We do. We do.
Love being here and bringing you these games, bringing families together across the nation and across the world is really a no-brainer for us here on TurkPride.tv, and
That's why we're here.
absolutely bringing families together. And for all of you guys out there, we hope to see you in basketball season and wrestling season, and hit that subscribe button. And if you can, please
We're going to give them a break for a couple weeks.
Please send a donation to TurkPride.tv at care of Sultan High School, and help us get the equipment that we need to continue to grow and progress.
Yeah, like I said, we'll put it to good use. And Brian, you said excellent. I couldn't say it any better. We appreciate all of you. We enjoy what we do, and we'll give you a couple weeks break, and you'll be back with us for boys and girls basketball and wrestling here for Winter Sports.
And as always, from here on TurkPride.tv, hashtag
Turks first.
Turks first.
Good night.
Good night.